And just like that, everybody's happy once again, as we're into October, which is followed by Moonvember, by the way. And then I guess just December. I haven't seen a really cute name for December yet, but historically speaking, 4-year cycles, which again, we might not have anymore, but historically speaking, in a 4-year cycle, Q4 is usually really, really good, except for twice in about 16 years. Having said that, so far, October, which is usually the pivot month, is up inside of October. So that makes it October, so we're on track. November usually outpaces October in a good Q4, leading to a wild ride in December. So we'll have to see what pans out. But from my perspective, I think the 4-year cycles are done and dusted. And the reason for that is we have a much different market than we did even in the last bull cycle. Last bull cycle, there was maybe 10,000 assets, something like that, across the entire crypto plane. Now there's 40+ million. And because of that, what we used to see was Bitcoin shoots up, people take profits, those profits flow into Ethereum. Ethereum goes up to an even higher point, speaking about percentages, than Bitcoin, given the fact that its market cap is lower. And then profits coming out of Ethereum would roll into almost the entire altcoin market. Rising tide, all ships, boom, and then you get capitulation. That's generally what it would look like. Now with 45 million assets, that's simply not going to happen, considering as well that lots of the money that's flowing into Bitcoin right now are from the likes of Michael Saylor, who's never going to sell, and into ETNs and ETFs and all types of different electronic methods that aren't necessarily connected to the broader crypto market. So unlike back in the day when you might have bought Bitcoin on CoinMetro or somewhere else, but probably CoinMetro, let's be honest. And then Bitcoin went up and you took your profits, and right there in front of you was 6 other altcoins, like XCM, for example, that you may wanted to dump some money into, and you went ahead and did it. 1, 2, 3, and done. That's not the case for a lot of new entrants into the crypto markets because they came through different means. They didn't come through an exchange. So I think 4-year cycles are done. I do think we are going to see this as kind of the last somewhat definition of a traditional 4-year cycle. I do think Q4 is going to be bullish. I think Q1 could still be bullish next year. I'm not sure we're going to see the same capitulation across the broader market that we have in the past in other cycles. So I would say in general terms, I'm bullish. I don't expect another 4-year cycle or a 2-year doldrum to happen after some capitulation in Q1. I think we're going to generally see a more stable market, primarily the upside for majors, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, etc. On the back of that, we are going to see a day of reckoning at some point for the vast majority of those 40+ million altcoins. And that will happen, and when that happens, we will go back to a bit maybe of normalcy with a more trackable or traceable cycle. But let's all keep our eyes on the prize. You really should be looking at prices over the next 3 months. Don't get too excited, but every day, you're going to get one of those cycles where every day you wake up and you look at the chart and your portfolio is bigger. So strap in. Cheers.